Louisiana around Grand Isle, and we're seeing obviously the rain bands wrapping on through. Been a good day to hopefully get some stuff done around the house as that rain falls on down. Pretty big waves offshore. Check it out south of Dauphin Island. This is the buoy out there getting gusts of 43 miles an hour and waves of 18 feet. So rough seas out there as expected here with Cristobal. Same deal, the one off of Orange Beach. Waves are about 15 feet, gusting to 47 miles per hour. Here are the winds currently on land. Look at 37 in Dauphin Island right now. Berkeley Field's got 23. Same deal in Gulf Shores, 20 in Pensacola. We've seen wind gusts today over 40 miles an hour in many spots. So it's obviously been pretty breezy in some of these squalls that are coming through, and they'll continue to be that way as we go through the evening. So winds of 50 miles an hour. Keep in mind the actual center of circulation is over here. So pretty good bet that we're actually getting winds right around 50 miles an hour with Cristobal. We're already seeing, like I said, those wind gusts getting pretty close to that. We are under, of course, a tropical storm warning. That's this yellow color, tropical storm warning here across our area. We're also under a tornado watch. Whenever we are on the right side of a landfalling tropical system, we have to watch out for the possibility of isolated, brief, weak tornadoes. So we've seen a couple of warnings earlier today, and we're going to keep watching that here throughout the evening. This green is a flash flood watch. The red is a flash flood warning. We've had a lot of rain, so that's not a surprise either. And we'll continue to see issues with rainfall because we got this thing just spinning on through. And look at the bands that stretch way down to the Gulf, and they stretch down and around. These will keep rotating in here as we go through the rest of this evening and on into the rest of the afternoon and on into the evening. Closer in, you can see what those bands are doing right now. Heavy rain on Dauphin Island, which has been the case through a good bit of the day. Heavy rain as well up around Bay Minette, back down towards Molino. Heavy rain now getting up towards Chatham. A lot of the inland areas haven't seen a whole lot just yet. The coastal areas, though, particularly in coastal Mississippi and coastal Mobile County and Baldwin County, have seen just a ton of rain, and it's going to continue to rain here throughout the afternoon and evening. So the numbers are going to get pretty big. You can see some of our shots over here on this side of the screen. That's a water spout off of Dauphin Island. Look at that, it's pretty impressive right there. We've seen a number of those out there today, and we'll continue to see more with these bands rolling ashore. Here's George County. Right now not doing too bad. Mobile County got some areas of heavy rain up around Pritchard and Saraland and also down in the southern part of the county. Mobile proper right now getting a bit of a breather. Same deal in southern Baldwin County. Not a whole lot of action just yet, but there is some rain up in the northern part of the county near Bay Minette. Numbers are already getting kind of big, especially in the southern part of the county with the rainfall. We're getting over 4 inches here around Bayou La Battery, Coden, Dauphin Island, over here towards the Fort Morgan Peninsula. And we're still at the beginning of this thing, so we're going to have a lot more rain to go. And it's not just the rain that's going to cause issues. We do have issues out in some of our low-lying roads like the Causeway. That's where we'll find Morella Porter. She's out there driving down the Causeway now. What are you seeing, Morella?
Hey Matt, we have the camera turned around here so that you could get a look at the causeway. We're actually driving on the part of the road going east that has been closed. An ALDOT worker led us through just so that we could see what's going on, but it is flooded in some parts, so we're trying to get over there safely. The other direction going west towards Mobile is open, but going east, towards Spanish Fort and all of that is closed. They have it all coned off, so we're going to be taking a look at what we see down here. There is some flooding, so that's why they have decided to close this. And of course this is something that we're used to, seeing the causeway flood and everything, so we're just trying to get over there as safely as possible. Like I said, he led us through obviously so that we can show everybody what's going on, but it is closed to traffic going eastbound, Matt.
Okay, Morella, if you could, usually where it floods is just down the road here at Felix's and then where the interchange is at.
Yeah.
If we could, let's leave that shot up for a second as she comes on around. And same spots that typically flood are going to flood now because of the direction of the wind coming in out of the south. You can see the lights flickering up ahead from one of the emergency vehicles. And when she gets on down there, we'll follow along. But usually it's right around Felix's. And also right around that interchange there between the Causeway and I-10. You can see the water there to the right side. That will be the south side there as she's headed down the Causeway. So typical stuff when we're dealing with flooding out here on the Causeway. And let's see, there we go. There's Felix's. And their parking lot always floods. And that's why if you've ever been to Felix's, you have to go up that long walkway to get up there because they are welling up off the ground because they know they flood. And now we're going to be coming up to the interchange here at I-10. And yeah, this is where water always gets up over the road. And you can see it there, the cones now going to push them over into the middle of the road to stay out of the flood water. And there's the interchange there at I-10.
Get in the middle.
There we go. So Morella, so now you're into where the flooded area is at. Now you see why it's closed.
It's kind of hanging.
Right, exactly, Matt. And obviously, right now we're driving kind of in the turning lane, and we're gonna want to slow down a little bit just so that stay safe. But yeah, I'm gonna swivel the camera around so that you can see kind of what we're looking at. Those are the lanes that we're used to driving in, and they're all flooded out. The lane next to us, there's a little bit of space, but obviously we can see why they have decided to close it. A lot of water out here, Matt. Just zooming in.
As expected. Yeah, the causeway, whenever we got a good south wind, the causeway is going to flood, and it's just one of those vulnerable areas, and this is that spot that is always going to get some water overtopping there. So as expected, so we're going to have to stay off the causeway likely not only today, but probably into parts of tomorrow as well as we continue to get a good onshore flow. All right, let's go ahead and head on back to the maps here. Here's the traffic, the cone, the tropical track. It's going to work its way to the north and a little bit off to the west as well tomorrow. That'll still be close enough to where we're going to still get some pretty good rains here through the day tomorrow. Here's the future cast. So we'll continue to see heavy rain bands here throughout the late afternoon and into the evening. So especially in the western half of our viewing area, that's where the rain will be the heaviest. West of 65. Look at that 8 o'clock picture. That is going to be some real heavy rain. Now we've already had 3 and 4 inches across parts of southern Mobile County right now. We're going to add at least a couple, maybe even 3 or 4 more inches on top of that just as we go through tonight alone. Big heavy rain bands. There could be some localized spots that get 10 plus inches out of this, and if that's the case, that's certainly some type of rainfall that will cause flooding issues, particularly in the roads. So we want to, the old saying, turn around, don't drown. The roads can be real sloppy. And when you get up tomorrow morning and you have to head on into work, it's likely still going to be raining across a good bit of the area. And obviously, too, there could be some flooding issues. Check with Michael tomorrow morning. He'll have the traffic tracker up. He'll let you know where the road closings are and let you know where the trouble spots are out there. Here we are, 10 a.m. tomorrow. The western half of our viewing area getting a lot of rain still, but the eastern half really beginning to quiet down. And I think the rest of us will begin quieting down later in the afternoon, but you can still see some rain until about 3, 4, 5 o'clock. West of 65. So tomorrow is likely to be fairly wet as well. We'll put a couple more inches of rain down on top of what we've already seen today. So be prepared for a lot of rain the next couple of days. We'll certainly continue tracking Cristobal for you and giving you updates here at the top of each and every hour. The next hour we'll have another update on the a brand new track update. My guess is that it'll likely be on land over there in Grand Isle, Louisiana by that point. So stay tuned for that. That'll be at the top of the hour here at 4 o'clock. We'll catch you then.